Oh my gosh, I am so sorry, you all. We were traveling and I was hitting some really dead spots, and my internet connection was weak. But I'm back. All right. So thank you all again for being so patient. Prayerfully, you all can see that I'm back live for Motivational Monday. Thank you so much. Thank you. I see those hearts. I see those hearts. You all come on in, give me some hearts. Let me know that you're here and that you are excited about Motivational Monday. Again, I extremely apologize. Technology is wonderful when it works, and when it doesn't work, it could put a little dent in our party. All right. So thank you all. I see you chiming back on for Motivational Monday. I trust that everyone had a wonderful week last week where you were practicing love. Thank you. Good morning, you all. I see all those hearts. Go ahead, love, share, motivate a friend. Go ahead and give me a heart and then share it so that you can motivate someone else this morning. We're never stingy with the information that we receive, but a good friend shares good news. So go ahead and share that good news this morning. Thank you all for being so patient. I see your comments and I see you chiming in. Again, I apologize for the technical glitches that we had this morning, but for most of you all, you're off on today. You're off of work today because it's a holiday. And my husband woke up this morning. Good morning, Karen. I see you. Good morning, First Lady Tanya. My husband woke up and said, hey, let's go to breakfast. And so I'm in the car and he's so patient. He's waiting for me. But again, I am always true to Motivational Monday because I just believe that together we can grow. Together we can be empowered. And together we can motivate other people that are attached to us. All right. And so, hey, while we're getting started and while you're chiming in, here's who I want you to motivate this week. I want you to go ahead and tag that friend, text that friend, whoever it is that you know has been feeling like just giving up, that you know who has been feeling like, why am I here? Are the things that I'm doing, is it really making a difference? Tag that friend, motivate that friend that's just tired. All right. Sometime in life, we can just get tired. All right. And so, but this Monday, Motivational Monday is coming to tell you and to tell a friend 2 words: don't quit. Type that if you're watching. Don't quit. Don't quit. I see all these hearts. Y'all keep it coming. Love, share, motivate. Don't quit. All right. So our word this morning is quit. Our word this morning is quit. I see that. Type it. Don't quit. Don't quit. All right. And so understand that this weekend, I had a really wonderful weekend. There were some things that were shared with me that it encouraged me to just keep pressing forward. But the reality is there are things that I'm still believing God for that I don't have my hands on yet. It's not tangible. All right. I know it's going to happen. I know there's a set time for it, but my hands are not on it. And oftentimes when our hands are not on the promise, we become discouraged. And so between the time of knowing what your promise is and putting your hands on your promise, I want to tell you, don't quit. All right. Don't quit. So let's dive into it. Motivational Monday. Don't quit. RQ. The first one. If you are not going to quit in life or not quit on the things that you have your hands, that you're putting your hands to do, you cannot constantly question the process. All right. Write that down. Do not constantly question the process. What do you mean, Lawanne? Don't live in your why. All right. Too often do we get caught up in the why. Well, why did this happen to me? Why did I get the divorce? Why did I have to endure the abuse? Why was I raped? Why did I have to have a miscarriage? Why? All right. Now, understand, I am not saying that to ask the question why is not human, because it is. Because when we're hurting and when we're disappointed, it is our human nature to ask the question why. But if you're not going to quit, you cannot live in your why. You have to live in your what. What do you mean, Lawanne? After I get done asking myself, why? Why did this happen to me? Why did this have to go this way? You have to sit down and say, all right, that was my why, but what am I supposed to be doing with my why? For example, I have a really good friend who's just really gone through some emotional battles, right? And really, if she were to stay in the point of why, she would become a victim. That's another great point. When you dwell in the land of why, you become a victim. You have a victim mentality, and we don't want that. All right. You become real pitiful. Why me? All right. Why? Because you're strong. You can handle it. But this particular friend had gone through so much, but she turned her why into her what, because she took her why and she created a nonprofit organization to touch people that had been enduring or encountering the same plagues of life that she had walked through. So write down, what is your what? Turn your why into your what. Yes, you may be in a bad place right now. It may not feel good. In fact, it probably isn't fair because you're a great person. But write down your why. But when you get done writing down your why, don't live in your why, but reside in your what. All right? Write that down. Do not live in your why, but reside in your what. So again, if you're just logging in or chiming in, we're talking this morning, Motivational Monday, don't quit. Our very first letter in quit is the Q. And so we cannot constantly question the process, but we must move from our what to our why. All right. Let's talk about that you and quit. That you. And we're not going to quit. You have to understand the process. All right. Understand the lesson. Understand the lesson that you are to learn in the process. Again, let me repeat that. The you. Understand the lesson that you are to learn in the process. All right. Too oftentimes do we repeat or we encounter the same thing over and over and over and over again, but we fail the test, right? And that's because we didn't pay attention to the lessons that we were supposed to learn in the initial process. Many of you all know that I'm a professor and I absolutely love it, but it's one thing that absolutely annoys me is that when I have a student and I'm telling the student how they can improve their work or how they can improve their presentation, and they get up and they present again, or they give me a paper and it has the same errors, the same flaws, the same mistakes. Why? Because they did not pay attention to what the teacher was trying to tell them in the initial process. And how many times do we go through things in life and God is trying to tell us something and we're not paying attention, and then we encounter the same or a similar situation and we don't respond according to the lesson that we should have learned. And so if you're not going to quit, you have to ask yourself, what is it that I'm supposed to understand while I am in this process? All right. So understand the lesson that you are to learn while you're in the process. Listen to this. Watch this. The test may not change, but if you listen to, if you learn the lesson that you are to learn, the test may not change, but you will know how to respond. All right. Let me paint that picture very quickly. There's oftentimes that I give midterms, exams, and if you were to take a test and you knew the questions on the test, but you went back and you studied again, you could come back and take that same test, but your responses are going to be different. Why? Because you took time to understand the lesson that you were to learn in the process. Woo! I hope you all are getting this. Remember, we're talking about don't quit this morning. Your cue is don't constantly question the process. Your you is understanding the lesson that you are to learn in the process. Let's talk about that I very quickly. That I in quit. Here's what I want you to know. Don't impose yesterday's failures on today's successes. All right? Don't impose yesterday's failures on today's successes. So what? It didn't work out the first time when you tried that business. So what? It didn't work out the first time that you thought you were in love and your heart was broken. So what? All right? Understand that that was an experience, a temporary experience. And too often do we allow our temporary experiences to reside in our present and our future. And if you are going to experience any level of success or any level of acquiring your dreams and your heart's desires, you cannot allow the failures of yesterday to be imposed up on your today. Can I tell you, there's good news for you on this Motivational Monday. Your today and your tomorrow, it's much brighter than your yesterday. And here's the part that I love. Your tomorrow is not predicated upon what happened to you yesterday. All right? And understand that oftentimes the things that we want to do, it has everything to do with timing, and it has everything to do with the right people. And so perhaps you tried that business, perhaps you tried going to school, or perhaps you tried loving someone. It just wasn't the right person. Try again. Trust me, there is love waiting for you. There is success waiting for you. There is wealth waiting for you. But if you sit down and fold your arms and allow the failures of yesterday to be imposed into your today, then you will never accomplish or put your hands on the promise. So, hey, don't you quit. Oh my gosh, I see all these hearts. I hope you all are loving, sharing, and motivating a friend. Make sure that friend this week that they do not quit. All right. The very last letter in our don't quit this morning is that T. And here's what I want you to do. And please hear my heart. Try again. 2 words. Try again. In our don't quit process, understand that you must try again. Get that in your mind. Try it again. When your child begins to walk, they start off scooting, some of them, and then they crawl, and then they attempt to walk. Why? Because they see everybody else around them, they're walking. But when a baby is learning how to walk, they fall down several times. All right. They, in this context, they fail several times. All right. But what do? They get back up and they try again. All right. And so perhaps you're feeling in a low place. Perhaps you're feeling like your efforts are not being productive. Whatever that is that you're feeling, I want you to get back up just like a baby would. I want you to get back up and try again. I see that. Oh my gosh. You all type that for me. That is going to bless somebody today and this week. Try again. Try again. All right. Don't quit, but you have to try again. Get back up. You may have wobbled. You may have fell, but get back up and try that thing again. All right. Don't you quit, my friend. Again, love, share, motivate a friend. This morning, for Motivational Monday, we are here and we are expressing our heart's desire that you cannot quit. Don't quit. 2 words. Let that resound in your mind and in your heart this week as you journey through this week. Don't quit. Let's review that very quickly. One more time. The cue and our don't quit. Don't constantly question the process. Do not constantly question the process. Don't reside in your why, but live in your what. All right. You're you. Understand the lesson that you are to learn while you are in the process. Understand the lesson you are to learn while you are in the process. Good morning, lady Sharon Yerverton. I see you. All right. Let's talk about that I. Let's review that I. Don't impose yesterday's failures on today's success. Don't impose yesterday's failures on today's success. And our last one for this Motivational Monday was that T. When you talk about don't quit, you all know it, 2 words. Try again. Try it again. All right. 2 things I want to leave with you very, very quickly because my husband is in the restaurant waiting for me for breakfast. But 2 things very quickly. The first thing, when you get a moment this week, read it. Luke 9:62. It says that any man that puts his hand to the plow and look back is not worthy for the kingdom of God. In other words, when you put your hand to start things and you put your hand to set out and journey on success, and you stop and you look back and you say, oh, this can never happen. Oh, why is this happening to me? It means that you will never accomplish the things that are ahead. So, hey, my friend, I don't know where you are in life. I don't know what you're dealing with in this moment, in this hour, but don't you quit. You put your hands to it. Don't you look back. Always look forward. All right. And the last thing that I want you to know is that when we quit, it simply means that we have a lack of motivation. And there's 2 types of motivation. There's intrinsic motivation and there's extrinsic motivation. All right. And so intrinsic motivation means that you are motivated from within, but extrinsic motivation means that you are motivated by the exterior things. And oftentimes when the exterior seems bleak, then we become less motivated and more apt to give up. And what I want you to walk away from Motivational Monday this morning is do not be dismayed by the things that are around you, the exterior things. But I want you to be motivated within and know that there has been no defeat planned for your life. There is nothing but you to experience but success. Yes, you may have to work at it. Yes, you may experience some challenges, but that's not your place to stay. Your place is to thrive. Your place is to be successful. Your place is to be all that God has created you to be. So, hey, my friend, once again, this is your sister, your cousin, whoever you allow me to be to you. All right. Reminding you that you have too much going on. Don't you quit now, because truly there is a blessing on the other side of quit. So don't you quit. All right. I love you all so much. Remember, love, share, motivate a friend. Talk about that all this week. Don't quit. Don't question your process. Don't constantly question your process. Understand the lesson that you are to learn while you're in the process. Don't impose yesterday's failures on today's success. And remember, whatever you do, try again. I love you all. I'm getting ready to go into the restaurant, eat breakfast with my husband. I am so appreciative of him. He knows that I love you all, and he was patient. But hey, I'm going to get out this car and go eat some grits and some eggs and some bacon. So you all enjoy your week. And remember, 2 words, don't quit. Love you much. I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
There's a leader inside of you, waiting to guide people to life, health, strength, and wealth. Why you wait all day? Connect with LDM today. Life, health, strength, and wealth. Leadership development.